All right, greetings, family. This is Professor Griff, and this is On the Masters right here on Black Power Media Reloaded. This is the nighttime edition right here on YouTube, Facebook, wherever else we at. I forget. We might be on Instagram. I'm not even sure. I got to catch up with myself. Anyway, peace, family. Thank you all very much for joining me this evening. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about something very, 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 very interesting. Weaponizing AI. Weaponizing AI. All right, the new era of threat. All right. One of the first questions I want you to help me answer is what happens when AI learns racism? All right. What happens when AI learns racism? All right, so maybe you could help me answer this particular question. It's a beautiful thing if you can. All right, so let's dive into this and let's have the dialogue. Shout out to everyone that's joining us this evening. Let me know where you are calling us and hitting us from. Can you do that? All right, let's do that. All right. All right. Ramu 3247. Salam. Walaikum salam. Peace to the God. What's good with you? Shout out to everybody on IG. All right. Evolved Eris from Detroit, from the D. What's good? Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in the D. November 9th, 8th, 9th, something like that. All right. I'll be at the record convention in Detroit. All right, November 9th, I believe, in Metro Detroit area. So look it up. Professor Griff will be there. All right. Who else is joining us? Miss Moore, peace, was good. All right. Norman Radio from Toronto. What's good with you? All right. Yo, Norman Radio from Toronto. Let me ask you something. Is there a group that you heard of in Toronto called Majid Jordan? Majid Jordan? If it is, let me know. I'm trying to check them out live. All right. All right. Bronx, New York in the building. All right. Anyway, as y'all come on in, we can begin this kind of dialogue. All right, let's talk. I have a question for you. All right. Well, ask the question, and as I go through this particular subject, if I can answer the questions pertaining to the subject, then we go for it. Anyway, shout out to my man Rasheed Wallace. Y'all remember Rasheed Wallace? I believe he played for Philly. Basketball extraordinaire, Rasheed Wallace. I was at his tailgating party the other day, Sunday, as a matter of fact, yesterday. And yeah, I think it was Carolina versus the Bills. Yeah, I think New York kind of took that one. Yeah, but anyway, shout out to DJ Terminator X, my man Graham Master D from Houdini. All right. All right. I met a brother who's actually blind that did some extraordinary things that I witnessed yesterday. And if I didn't see it with my own two eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. This brother was blind, DJing, going on the ones and twos, transforming and everything. All right. Beautiful thing. Definitely. All right. Shout out to Mike G. Shout out to Super Lover C. Shout out to who else was in the building? My man LP was in the building. Who else was in the building? There was a few people in the building. As I remember them, we'll kind of give him a shout out. My man Barry, all right, from Raleigh, North Carolina. All right. My man. Yeah, of course. Jabril was the one that had me, lined me up to even be there. Shout out to Jabril. Assalamu alaikum, good bro. Jabril in the building. All right. So it's a beautiful thing. That was my first tailgating party. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know how to conduct myself. I didn't know how to maneuver. I didn't know what the hell you do at a tailgating party. I was just there, just hanging out. Terminator X doing his thing. Then Grandmaster D came on and did his thing in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. So shout out to everyone that came to my book signing, my meet and greet. All right. Was it Haras? Hold on, please. What's your email address? I got an AI book PDF. Oh, okay. Let me give you my email address. As AI becomes more and more popular. Yeah, Super Lover C did the damn thing. Yeah, he came through. A few people that came through. Shout out to everyone that came through. Really appreciate that. Marathi, thank you for coming through. All right. Marathi came through to support. Really appreciate you. And then last but definitely not least, I gotta admit, I'm not really a fanboy. I don't really get kind of moved by people, but I do have to admit this because I'm a bit transparent in my later years in my life. My brother Paul Lawrence came through, and yeah, I was like, bro, y'all saw some of the pictures. Mwebe came through, but Paul Lawrence came through, and yeah, I kind of fanned out a little. I do have to admit, if y'all don't know who Paul Lawrence is, all right, he did some stuff for Freddie Jackson. He produced Lilo Thomas. Yeah, he had a couple of albums of his own. Yeah, shout out to Paul Lawrence. All right, Professor Griff is definitely a fan. You know, my singer-songwriting days, you know, me being in a couple of bands, I was like, okay, that brother's doing it for real. Anyway, let's dive into the subject. Weaponizing AI, the new era of threat. All right. So I chose this subject simply because I saw an article where it started talking about they're using AI to frame Black people. Kind of taken aback by it, but I just said it could be possible. So when I started doing the further research, I said, okay, let's see how possible it could be. Hold on. So I started looking up some stuff. Hold on. So like you going to do right now, they're using AI to frame Black people. Just look it up. Yeah, Black people, they're destroying their own communities and blah, 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 blah. And you showed what these people are doing behind the scenes. I don't even think you would be shocked anymore. I'm going to read you a couple of things, and then I'm going to dive into a short clip, and we're going to talk about this. All right? Let me see. Let me share my screen. They're using AI to frame Black people. Let's talk.
There has been accounts using my face, telling stories that I have never told, sharing news I have never shared. AI is honestly getting out of hand.
I get threats daily on IG. Federal government is involved for something that I didn't do. Did not post that video.
AI is now being used to put a target on Black people's backs, putting us in situations we were never in, saying or doing things that we never did.
If your government can steal your content in order to weaponize a falsity, a lie against Americans, in order to get Americans, death threats, that's your government doing that to you. What else could they do?
And this
that was Joy Reid. She asked a very, very important question. If they're doing that to frame you, putting you in places that you've never been, having you show up in places you've never been there. Someone can say, right now they saw me in Alabama this weekend, and I was nowhere near Alabama. They can set you in crime scenes and do whatever. All right. The question now becomes, what's stopping them? What is actually stopping them from doing that? Okay, let's see what else they have to say. Let's talk.
It's getting scary as the Department of Homeland Security shared an AI doctored video, making it look like a group of
FAFO. If you're threatened or lay hands on law enforcement officers, will hunt you down. They will find out really quickly. And this is what they're doing. So it's almost like they're manufacturing these things, putting you at the center of it, blasting your face out there. All right? And then issuing the FAFO threats about tracking you down and finding out who you are, whether it's land drones or flying drones. All right? Let's listen.
For black teens was threatening ICE agents, which was 100% fake, but that didn't stop DHS from sharing the video and threatening those kids on their official X page with the post that got over 37 million views.
37 million views. They're using AI to frame black people. They took this gentleman who looked like my son, framed him, used him in the video, used his likeness. Do you think he has a lawsuit? What do you think? Used his likeness. So then when he saw it and saw that it was him, he did a live and said, no, I never did that. Here I am. I'm doing a rebuttal. That wasn't me. They just took my likeness and they used it. All right. All right. Let's finish this.
Putting those kids in real danger from a MAGA conservative base that has already shown their bigotry and penchant for violence loud and clear.
Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country.
And in a completely separate situation, AI was used to steal the face and identity of a black woman to create a fake video of her calling a DoorDash driver a liar after she claimed that she was SA'd by a customer. Which is crazy because this black woman never spoke on the situation at all. It's disturbing and dangerous. We are officially in Black Mirror territory, which is something I've been concerned and warning y'all about. Everyone should be terrified by AI at this point.
Come sharking with me, y'all. The ninjas is outside. Ooh, y'all, look at him.
What's up?
You cut off your friend for missing your birthday dinner, but not the man who forgot your birthday?
It's really scary and unsettling because of the implications of what can be done.
Shout out to Jew Almighty. All right, this brother has been putting it down for a minute now. And he's absolutely correct in what he said. He did warn us. All right, and when we do things like this, we ought to give credit to where credit is due. The brother did his due diligence, he did his research, and he laid it out and put it together. Jew Almighty, shout out to you, good bro. All right.
Done with videos like this, especially in the hands of anyone that has malicious intent against an individual or community in the very near future. A person, business, or federal agency can now use AI software to put anyone at the scene of a crime or to spread lies about us, which will be hard for anyone to fight, especially as it's getting harder to tell AI from real videos.
Step 2, pray. These tweezers do not got my back today. Hold up. PERD. That's 1 cluster down, 39 to go. I'm basically a licensed esthetician now. Y'all see the vision? I look like a tired fairy, a sexy one.
Y'all all look at me.
Hey, I'm out here on 14, bruh. On my mama, it's already hella janky.
He said, I'm out here on 14, bro. I'm already out here. Hella janky. So you don't know if this is a real individual named Taquan or something out there on 14. You don't know if that's real. You understand what I'm saying? And until you've been trained on what AI really looks like, then how would you even know? Now, if something went down on 14 and they pulled this up, you understand, and then pulled dude up and he wasn't even there, it becomes a problem. All right. Just like, remember the I talked about in my lecture, the synthetic mask that they're wearing. You could go from being Ken during the day working at Microsoft somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, to Deshaun at night, robbing a 7-Eleven with the synthetic mask. Look like you a straight brother.
And let's be honest, racists aren't hiding how they feel about us or anyone else of color anymore.
The outlet obtaining more than 7 months worth of Telegram messages in which they say members muse about using gas against political opponents. I'm ready to watch people burn now, one person responds. Another describing as epic. The chat includes anti-Semitic comments and racial slurs against Black, Latino, Asian people, and other epithets used more than 250 times, according to Politico. The outlet says one person, after being told backers would support the most right-wing candidate for a leadership role, responded, "Great, I love him."
They're louder and bolder than ever, feeling empowered by a government that's grown comfortable pushing racist rhetoric and policy, which should be setting off every alarm bell possible for society. Because in the wrong hands, or the hands of an organization that's already biased against us, it can and is being weaponized, and we are the targets.
These people are out of control, and yet they want you to believe that the real threat is young Black men who are threatening ICE agents. Something they've invented by stealing this young man's content.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into.
Hey, fam. So the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem's outfit, is now weaponizing social media against the American people and putting Americans' lives at risk. The Department of Homeland Security Twitter account posted this video and say that if you threaten ICE agents, we're coming to get you.
It's still crazy to me that this post is real on the official DHS page. If you
They actually took this man's likeness and made a whole post. It says FAFO. This is on Homeland Security's post. FAFO. If you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and we will find you real quickly. We'll see you cowards soon. And they use this black man's face. And when he looked at it, he says, I don't know why they use him. I never said that. I never was there. This is on their official post. Is that not a lawsuit for defamation?
If you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. We'll see you cowards soon. 37 million views, and we already know how unhinged some of these MAGA Republicans are. And you can see the caption, which is completely made up. ICE, we're on the way. Word on the streets, cartels put a $50,000 bounty on y'all.
Let's let these hoes on my dick because I'm fly like a jet. They gonna be surprised when they see I made this beat, baby Chief with Kanye West. As long as the whole outside with the zoo shit never see home.
The one person in the comments called out DHS for posting a fake video. Someone stole his video and edited it. I found the original. It's to Iran from June 22nd. It's a completely different caption and patriotic at that. You seen what we can do. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We already united we stand. We want all the smoke. Which is a weird TikTok video, but this is just his content. It's like patriotic, unserious stuff.
The Homeland Security video, which is a TikTok video, they've actually changed the caption on the video. The original TikTok video has a completely different caption that's not about ICE at all. It's about Iran. They even changed the music. That's how you know it was re-edited, because the musical track on the clip is different. The caption is completely different. And they've essentially used this young man's video in order to create a fake appearance, a fake threat against ICE from young Black men. So they've weaponized anti-Blackness. They've weaponized a lie that these federal agents are being threatened and that there's a bounty on their heads, which they've apparently made up. And they're using anti-Blackness in order to create this fake sense of threat.
So the question I have right now for everyone that's watching, what happens when they weaponize AI? What happens when AI learns racism? What happens when AI learns racism? You're not faulting me for asking the questions, are y'all? I'm just asking the question. All right. I just want to make sure. Because some people may say I'm reaching these autonomous weapons systems, AWS. I'm going to get back to the clip. Use artificial intelligence, AI, to operate independently, identifying and engaging targets without human intervention after initial activation. Without human intervention, once they kind of gauge in and lock in on their target, all right, these are autonomous weapons. They lock in, they find out who the The perp is, without human intervention at the initial activation, it goes for it. These systems rely on AI to process sensor data and make lethal force decisions, which is a significant shift in warfare, sparking concerns about ethics, accountability, and the potential for errors due to biased algorithms or complex battlefield environments. They do not have to send in humans anymore. Air drones. And I've been talking about land drones for years and years and years. I just can't find anyone to listen to what I'm saying. All right. AI decision making once activated. AWS. Look that up. Use AI algorithms and sensor data like cameras and radar to identify, select, and engage targets without human approval. They're doing it on the technology, the AI, the transhumanism, as Siddiqui Bakari from the West Coast talks about. All right, it's autonomous. It happens automatically. They identify who you are. That is the threat. They threaten law enforcement. Engage your target. That's how they're moving.
And of course, he started receiving all types of death threats. So he jumped online to address the situation.
So I'm getting these mad messages from my DMs and social media and on my comments. And I randomly get a text message talking about a recent video that was posted in my account. I was like, what are y'all talking about? I get threats daily on IG and everywhere all over my social media all of a sudden due to an old video I posted months ago about Iran. Iran, that was not to be a threat. It was literally a joke, bro. Like, seriously, it's just content. Once I seen that video that was posted on my account, then I was like, what the fuck? Well, didn't I post this like months ago? Then I seen the caption, and then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. I still got the video saved on my draft from months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Here's the fucked up part. Federal government is involved for something that I didn't do. Clear.
Here he is right here. He's addressing the issue. He's saying the federal government is involved. All right. On something he didn't even do. They went and found him in his video, doctored it up to make it seem like he was threatening ICE. You see, Hegelian dialectic principle. I'm going to say that about 4 or 5 more times until you look it up. And right now I'm watching you. You're not looking it up. Hegelian dialectic principle. Hegelian dialectic principle. One more time, 2 more times. I don't want to sound like you're mad. Look up the Hegelian dialectic principle. Problem, reaction, solution. The same one that causes the problem are the same ones that gives you the answer, gives you the solution. Who wins in the end? The same people that cause the problem. Let me go over it one more time. I'm not the smartest one in the room. I'm just the professor. One of my friends called me the professor, so I'm going to take their word for it. Hegelian dialectic principle. Problem, reaction, solution. The same people that cause the problem are the same people that you go to because you're reacting to the problem, but you're going to the same people that cause the problem. All right? What is the end result? The same people that you run to that caused the problem in the first place are the same people that give you the solution. Hegelian dialectic principle, the dialectics. All right? What are you saying, Professor Griff? Are you intentionally trying to use big words to confuse us or to sound deep? Absolutely not. It's almost like the thesis, hypothetically speaking, let's just say what you say, your point. All right? The antithesis with the antithesis. Someone opposes what you're saying. And then at the end, you have a synthesis. But the different thing is, with the Hegelian dialectic principle, it's the same person causing the problem. Let's dive back into this.
Figure that out. I did not post that video. And I apologize for all the rumors that's going around right now.
And people started calling out DHS for the post. DHS is the real, clear, and present threat to the American people. With all the tech.
I'm going to say this, and I'm only repeating it. At DHS Gov, they are the real, clear, and present threat to the American people. While all the tech and surveillance tools at their disposal, they couldn't even tell the video was edited and doctored. They took this man's innocent clip that he did, a music video coming at and calling out Iran. They took it, doctored it up, and made it seem like he was threatening ICE and put a bounty on his head. Now he's getting threatened.
And surveillance tools.
What's the name of tonight's show, pardon me? Weaponizing AI. They're using AI to frame black people. A new era of threat, or new era of threats. All right? When AI learns racism.
At their disposal, they couldn't tell this video was edited. Incompetent, racist, dangerous. Meanwhile, the government is putting the black youth in this video at risk over a fake video caption. I just talked about that in another video of how black kids, no matter their age, are always viewed as older or a threat. And if they do something wrong, even as kids, they receive adult consequences. Black kids aren't given the same grace to make mistakes and to grow up as everybody else.
Meanwhile, black and brown children have to deal with the consequences of your racism from birth. Tamir Rice was 12 years old. Ayanna Jones was 7 years old. Mike Brown was 18 years old. Trayvon Martin was 17 years old. Who gets to make innocent mistakes as a child? Who gets to be a child in this country? Not us. Black children are adultified the moment we leave the womb.
All right. I hope you heard what she said. They're adultified, meaning the same way they look at a 4-year-old is the same way they look at a 14-year-old. They look at a 14-year-old the same way they look at a 40-year-old. It makes no difference to them. You and this mindset, melanin, penis envy, yes, it's a real thing. If you're on here listening to me now, you think I'm being vulgar. No. Penis envy is a real thing. All right? Look it up. It's a very, very real thing. All right? Penis envy is a very, very real thing on a subconscious level for white people. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors. All right. They look at you, they'll look at a 4-year-old the same way they'll look at me if I pose a threat. Why? On a subconscious level, all right, I have within inside of me the genetic material that can annihilate them. All right. So the question was asked years ago if just 100 black men went out and impregnated, white women, would the complexion of the whole race of them change? And indeed, it would. Yeah. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, in her chapter number 9 in her book, The ISIS Papers, talks about the motherfucker and the original motherfucker. I'm not making this up. This is a scholarly work. All right? I'm not making this up. So when you start going into the deeper psyche of who these individuals are, yeah, they look at you the same. Guns, chapter 8, guns as symbols. And they started talking about penis envy. All right? And she goes in deeper. This is why they call the firearm the great equalizer, because it equalizes it out. All right? Chapter 7, and I'm not gonna go over the whole book. What Freud was really talking about, the concept of penis envy, February 1975, in her book, The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors. Look at it. So when they see you, black man, and especially if they see you with a white woman, oh, it's a problem. Yeah.
There are too many examples of black children being murdered by the police, and the excuse is always, well, he was really tall. He looked older. I don't know.
Fam, this young man is now receiving threats and harassment online because the Trump administration stole one of his videos, changed the caption, and posted it on their Twitter, threatening him with violence. I hope to God a lawyer reaches out to him quickly. Fact. Lying on black people to incite unnecessary violence. Sounds about white. I literally just talked about this in my video yesterday. It is so weird that these white conservatives are so obsessed with black people. They are using anti-blackness, black stereotypes, and white people's fear of black people to create a boogeyman that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist, fam. It exists only in their psyche. All right? They have to create the boogeyman that's under the bed or hiding in the closet. All right? In order to justify their wanting brutal unaliving you. All right? They're entertaining this thought in the back of their minds just from the rip. All right, don't give them an excuse. This is why I'm so hard on other black people running their mouth about these fake white supremacist talking point and stats that they come up with to vilify black people. Yes, we, like other people, do some very bad things in the hood, outside the hood, to one another, to other people. Yeah, you could put that on any race of people. All right, they falsify crime stats. And I hear black people kind of regurgitating these same white supremacist talking points, and they want to come at black people. And I just say, stop. Stop. Stop the blood clot crying. Stop. Stop.
Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace.
It's very clear at this point that conservatives have a weird obsession, not only with the black community, but with trying to find some way to rewind the clock to make us subservient to them. There's no doubt about it. That's what they mean when they say make America great again. Y'all keep saying this page is being rage baited, but that's not what's happening. They know this clip was taken from TikTok and edited. The real issue is how this tweet is going to paint an even bigger target on these young black men's backs. White America is really terrified of black Americans. That fear is practically in their DNA. Imagine taking a video of a bunch of black American teens clearly making a skit seriously without doing an ounce of research. Don't believe me? There are multiple videos of them doing the same skit. There are two things to take from this Homeland Security tweet. America is itching to kill black Americans or enslave them based on this video.
The institution of slavery is not inherently evil.
Be careful what you post because they're itching to find a reason to kill you. If I were Mr. Florida Jit, I'd find a way to sue or press charges against them because that account has now put a dangerous and unwarranted target on this young man's back. And the craziest thing is, after it was proved that that wasn't his original video or his caption or his music, instead of DHS just deleting the post, which is still up on their page right now, they chose to double down. To see an official government page tweet, "We have the receipts," is just bizarro world. This young man posted violent threats of murder against our law enforcement. He then deleted it when he was called out and attempted to deny any wrongdoing. "We have the receipts and the internet is forever." And then they weirdly make this political, clearly choosing sides. The willful ignorance and intentional blindness by leading Democrats to the massive increase in violent rhetoric against our agents due to their actions is both disgusting and disappointing. Violence against our agents and officers must stop. So
if it must stop, and we and young black men are really doing this, why you have to make stuff up? If this is really happening, if these areas that you claim are so violent and so whatever, why do you have to do things like this to make it up? And then you're going to turn around and you're going to blame it on the Democrats. So now it becomes a political debate on something that never even happened. You see the Hegelian dialectic principle playing itself out? And then you get involved and you want to run your mouth and take the side of your slave master's children because you're trying to win favor and you want because you think close proximity to them means that you are safe, but you're not. I was born in my uniform. I can't take it off. All right. And I don't care if you come with degrees, kind of job you have, kind of car you drive, what kind of white circles you operate in. It's not going to change that. You are the enemy. It's in their psyche.
Not only did they double down by trying to say it was a real video, they then posted receipts. Why is DHS gaslighting us to believe the clothing and background are different in these videos when they are not, and are not explaining why the TikTok accounts are different? If nothing else, it's very clear to see that these were posted from 2 different accounts. Just look at the name. Florida name Jig, Mr. Florida Jig, 622. At this point, DHS knows they posted a doctor video. This is a soft launch of using editing videos to demonize black people. They know full well this video is fake. The concept of having an 874 billion US military with nuclear weapons and being intimidated enough by black teens on TikTok to post their silly video as anti-black fear-mongering propaganda in defense of a rogue Gestapo. And on that point, I already talked about this soft launch of anti-black propaganda.
All right. Jew, thank you very much, good bro. Really appreciate you once again. All right. So the question the question now is, have they weaponized AI? What happens when AI learns racism? If you do not understand racism and how it works, everything that you think you understand will only confuse you. Who said that? Who am I quoting? Talk to me, fam. Neely Fuller Jr. Thank you very much, Miss Moore. Really appreciate that. Okay, so let's understand the deeper science in what we're talking about. So now if AI has been weaponized and they're using AI to frame black people, all right, you can't tell who's who, what's real, what's fake, how it works, all right? And so you mean to tell me when I ask the question, what happens when AI learns racism? Oh, Griff, you're going too far. Or that's some conspiratorial-ish. It's like, come on, fam. Come on. You know how long I've been talking about facial recognition software? This is not new. You know how long I've been talking about the implantable biomicrochip? Trust me, you could go back 15 years worth of information that Professor Griff put out there, and it's there. It's there. And then when I started talking about the weaponization of black music and that thing, we talking about the synthetic mask that they wear to commit crimes. So now the stats go up and they blame it on black people, but it's really white people. All right. So come on. We've done the research. We put the information out there. All right. Okay. All right. Nothing will be hidden. It's all going to come out in the wash. No one understand that. All right, for the few minutes we have left, I'm going to put the call-in link in the chat. All right. All right, while we're waiting, I do have a firearms class coming up, fam. So if you want to join the firearms class, it's an outdoor class at an outdoor range. All right. Developing the urban tactical mindset, Sunday, November 16th, 3 p.m. All right. Go to www.public and then nme.me. All right. Check out the information. Go register for the class. Let's make it happen. If you're having issues pulling it up on the internet, hit me up at 678-557-2919. November 16th, 3 p.m. Developing the urban tactical mindset. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Haraz Coffee House in Charlotte, North Carolina. Really appreciate you. All right, for hosting me the other night. All right, thank you very much. All right. Then, of course, December 6th at 2 p.m. The Omenala. Hold on, let me get rid of this. The Omenala Griot Teaching Museum. I'll be there doing a lecture on the death of Black music. And there's some other speakers that are coming in, Miss Jackson, and of course, Carla. And of course, Obadina is coming in to talk about mental health, to talk about intervention in young people's lives in reference to the whole idea of mental health crisis in the Black family. Make sure you come through. If you want more information, hit me up. Vendors are welcome. Hit me up at 678-557-2919. All right. The classes are there. The information is there, family. All right. It's up to you. All right. If you're going to come outside and support. All right. Last but not least, November 8th at 3 p.m., that Cultural Connection. Your brother, Professor Griff, is going to be having a dialogue, a talk, a Q&A. We're going to be talking about my book, The Birth, and the rest of the body of work. Let's come out and have a dialogue at 2051 Garby Road, Suite 18 in College Park. That's November 8th, Saturday, November 8th, 3 p.m. All right. You can call 770-769-2657. 770-769-2057. All right. All right, cool. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, today's subject is weaponizing AI, the new era of threat. All right, we're talking about they're using AI to frame Black people. A new era of threat is here, family. All right, and all they're doing is tearing the page out of things that they've always done. They're just using AI to do it now. It's easier. All right, they can sit in a smoke-filled back room somewhere, all right, with a gaming console, and they can maneuver drones. All right. If you would like the Serious Minds Brain Tonic and or the Resurrection Formula, please go to www.debbietriedwellness.com. I'm going to put it scrolling across the bottom of your screen now. www.debbietriedwellness.com. For the elixirs, the Resurrection Formula, brothers, y'all know what the Resurrection Formula is for. Sisters, if you want your man, well, I can't do that commercial right now, but okay, if you want to get chased around the counter, get the Resurrection Formula. Trust me. All right. The Resurrection Formula is at www.debbietriedwellness.com. www.debbietriedwellness.com. Okay, excuse me. It's for the Resurrection Formula. And of course, the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. Can I put a picture of that on the screen? If you want to block away, if you want to unblock and help regurgitate those things that I know I'm bad. I apologize. If you want, well, anyway, the Serious Minds Brain Tonic will help you clear away some of the brain fog. Y'all figure out all the other stuff with the Resurrection Formula. I'm not getting involved in y'all's bedroom business, but it works. Trust me, it works. All right. Anyway, hold on one second. Let me go get a bottle. Oh. So how would you know? How would you know it don't work and you haven't put it to the test? So I called the manufacturer, not the manufacturer, but the people with the labeling and the bottling. And I asked them, can I get my original red bottles back? They said it's coming, but right now it's coming in a green bottle. If y'all understand the science of the color green, do your research. We got you. All right, so it might come with that label in a green bottle, and then the Serious Minds Brain Tonic, of course, is in the gold, rose gold bottle. Resurrection formula. All right. And Serious Minds Brain Tonic. Go to www.devitribewellness.com. All right. If you want any more information on it, hit me up. I'll send you a link and I'll send you the information on it. Then you can kind of be well informed about what you're purchasing. All right. Send in and we'll give you a discount code if you need a discount. Let them know that you heard it right here or on the masses right here on Black Power Media Reloaded with your brother, Professor Griff. All right. Talk to me, fam. What's good? Any questions from the audience? You're right. What is done in the darkness will come to light. Already, Brother Rich blaming 2 children on me. I gave him a couple of bottles and got him. Don't tell Brother Rich I said that. It's my brother. But I'm saying. Yeah. All right. Any questions so far? AI is being weaponized. Understand how AI works. Someone has to load data up. All ChatGPT and the rest of them do is go up on the World Wide Web. Now it's global, been global. It goes out. It was global when it was called the DARPANET. DARPO. Or pardon me, net, DARPANET. Anyway, it goes out and it collects the data. If there is no data that we put up, all right, it's going to pull from the data other people put up about us. It's going to pull down. It's going to give you your answers. Do you think there's a revitalization of the clan? So many of our people are popping up missing. No, it's not a revitalization. They've always been there. Miss Dean to you. They've always been there. They haven't went anywhere. You just got lulled asleep by religion, comfortable job, vacations, girl trips, and all this other madness. They've always been there. This is why me and my crew constantly train. They've always been there. They haven't went anywhere. So it looks like a revitalization of the Ku Klux Klan. But yeah, they're using some of these things as initiation. They've always been there. Well, you sent, okay, Quentin sent you. You said you sent the book. All right, let me look it up. Any more questions? AI, the way it looks now, they got some stuff that's real. Like, who you can't tell. Yeah, it's real. It's like, yeah. So Black Dot asked the question, and I'm gonna need you to answer this question for me. Is it real? REAL, or is it real? REEL. Shout out to Black Dot. Come on, talk to me, fam. I met you at Bowie State University. I spoke at Bowie State many times, Coop DeVille. Thanks to the brothers and sisters, especially the sisters at Bowie State for having me. All right? Yeah. Tonight's subject, pardon me, is weaponizing AI, the new era of threat. With your host, Professor Griff. We're talking about they're weaponizing AI, and they're using AI to frame black people. All right? When AI learns racism. When AI learns racism. Any other questions before we get off? Okay. Goddess energy. Are you willing to do any projects with any up and coming professionals? Goddess energy, like what kind of projects are you talking about? You talking music, or what kind of projects are you talking about? Goddess _ energy. What kind of projects are you talking about? So Black Dot asked the question, is it real or is it real? Are you keeping it real or are you keeping it real? Are you keeping it REAL or are you keeping it REEL? All right. We're going to send some positive energy out to our brothers and sisters in the island of Jamaica. They're getting hit by a Category 5 storm right now. Let's send some positive energy to our family there and hoping they weather the storm literally. All right. Any more questions? Oh, okay. Goddess _ energy, leadership and development of self. Yes. Yep. Especially when it comes to young people. And we could definitely put something together in reference. This is the reason why I wrote my book, A Warrior's Tapestry. It's for a rites of passage program that I set in motion. It was a tool for me to put in the hands of people like you that's responsible for young people. But my number is 678-557-2919. Text me and let me hear exactly what you're talking about. Give me an overview and let me see how I can help. All right, 678-557-2919. All right. That's my math. Let me know something. Yeah, I'm familiar with that story, Angie _ Angie B. They said that a young man had a gun. They said the AI detected it and all this other kind of madness. All right, I have 5 more minutes. It turned out to be a bag of chips. Yeah, I think it was some Doritos that he had in his hand. Yeah. So they are using it as a weapon against us. Yes. You think they can't program AI to be racist? Yeah. You think they can't program AI to kind of have the digital mindset to all of them look alike? Yeah, definitely. He had a gun when all he had was a regular sized penis that white people don't have, according to Dr. Frances Cress Wilson in her book, 7th chapter, dealing with penis envy. I say that you should read it. All right? Yeah. Anyway, y'all have my information. You know what we're being faced with. Come take some training at the firearms class happening November 16th. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Hit me up. Let me get you in the class. Let's make it happen. All right, family? This is your brother, Professor Griff, right here on Arm the Masses on Black Power Media Reloaded. I hope you was able to pull something from this. All right? If you understand one thing on here, pass it on to 3 other people. You're charged with that duty and responsibility. Once again, shout out to the brothers and sisters in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, Rashid Wallace, peace. My man, brother Jabril, Terminator X, of course, Grandmaster D. My man LP came through. Everyone else, love y'all to life. All right, it's Professor Griff. All right, shout out to Paul Lawrence. All right, my brother. All right, Nwebe, peace, good bro. All right, it's Professor Griff. I'm out of here. Peace. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff. I want to take this moment to thank everyone for supporting me in my efforts to raise the vibratory pitch of your thinking into your higher self. Thank you very much in my efforts right here on Serious Minds RNTV and Arm the Masses. All power to all the people. Thank you very much. If you would like to continue supporting, and if you are a new listener, please support by giving your donations right here on my Cash App, $ Professor Griff, and or go to www.professorgriff.me. Thank you very much. Peace. All power, all the people. Breaking news, fam. Arm the Masses with your host, Professor Griff, has a new time slot. 8 p.m. weeknights right here on Arm the Masses, brought to you by Black Power Media Reloaded. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Weeknights at 8 p.m. The nighttime edition, Arm the Masses with your host, Professor Griff. I will see you in the PM. Peace.